Hello and welcome to Geeky Guys. If you're into geeky things, we're the guys for you. Please remember that the success of channels like this is based on viewers like you, so please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you would like to support this content. You can also get social with us on our Discord and on our Facebook. If you would like to further support the channel, you can go onto our Patreon. All links are in the description. Thank you for your support. It really means a lot. Hello, my geeky friends. In this video today, for the first time in quite a while, we're heading back to the world of Pokemon to have a little bit of a discussion about Pokemon. I want to start doing more and more Pokemon stuff, and I did want to do a tier list here actually, but I just couldn't really bring myself to do it. I wanted to do like a top 5 or a top 10 or what have you, whatever. But in the end, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I don't really, I'm not able to do tier lists like that very well, in my opinion. Sometimes when you're trying to talk about your favorite top 5 Pokemon or top 10 Pokemon or what have you, or your favorite forms or what have you, I prefer a lot of the time to discuss the most powerful or the most effective or what have you, the best for, certain strategies and whatnot, and what gives you good type advantages and whatnot, that sort of stuff for the most part. I don't really have that many Pokemon that I absolutely am a huge favorite of, but there is one that I have always loved and has been my favorite ever since I got into Pokemon, really. Well, it's not really since I really got into Pokemon, because I believe that the games sort of came out before the TV series and whatnot. But look, ever since the TV series came out, and I actually saw this Pokemon turn up in the anime, and this Pokemon first appeared in episode 58, which is called Riddle Me This. And some people might know what it is already, but it's the Magma. It's Blaine's Magma. Oh my god. It's pretty much one of the most epic moments in the anime up to that point. Blaine's Magma debuting in the series. It's amazing. And just like even the next couple of episodes, well, it's only there for whatever the next episode or so, I believe, what have you. But that doesn't matter to me. The impact that it has immediately just by debuting and then basically taking out Ash's Pikachu, which has just tanked basically the whole game for the most part. His tanked Team Rocket has just destroyed Ash's Pikachu. And I know Pikachu's just had a tough battle or whatever in this scene where Magma comes out, but the way that Magma debuts, it's just so epic. Just coming out of the lava and just appearing, it's just so epic how it comes out, and how it's like framed, and you just like looking at this thing, and now you're seeing how powerful it is. It's as powerful or more powerful than Ash's Pikachu. So immediately it's given this huge amount of credibility by that, sort of showing you how powerful it is. And it's in the middle of this volcano. And then later on, after Ash has been, defeated, Misty basically comes along and says, I don't know whether I could beat it with all of my water Pokemon. Which just, like, it boggles your mind to think that, she's literally thinking that. But I know that that's sort of a framing device that they're using to try to get this over as saying, well, this is a really strong Pokemon. This is a Pokemon that Ash is going to have to, come up with an amazing strategy or something to beat. And that's why I really love Magma in this episode, because Magma is made to look so badass, and it is a badass Pokemon. And I like it when you can see there's a Pokemon that literally is just like this cool, yet so hot at the same time in a way. But it's just the way that it's sort of portrayed in a way as well. But it's just Magma itself. It's such a cool Pokemon. It was a cool design. I know some people don't like these sort of human hybrid sort of style Pokemon for the fact that they look a little bit humanoid. But Magma, I think it looks, weird enough and off the wall enough that a lot of people really do like it. And everyone knows that its entrance in that first episode, coming out of the lava, is one of the most iconic scenes from the show. And, again, going up against Charizard in the next couple of episodes and having an incredibly powerful showing against, Ash's fully evolved Charizard, and only, sort of barely losing because, Ash's Charizard can fly. That's the only reason really that Magma loses in that, sort of in that moment. Plus, plot device sort of whole thing. This is to make Ash go on eventually. He's going to have to win against Magma. He's going to have to win against Blaine, And, this is one of the few times, again, that even though Charizard sort of doesn't 100% listen to Ash, he does listen to Ash. And Charizard's just like, oh shit, this Pokemon I can actually get a fight out of, a challenge out of. So it's like it wants to test its strength and whatnot against Magma. And I think that part of it as well, just like Charizard's interested in fighting this thing when it's just been like meh to everything else. It's just been like, oh, okay, cool, I burn you. Goodbye. Thanks so much for coming. I'm going back to sleep. Whatever. Charizard's just like, okay, bring this on, man. And that's just my whole thing about this. Is I just wanted to talk about my favorite Pokemon, some of my memories of, the early days of Pokemon and whatnot. And just guys, tell me about, do you remember this coming out, or the early series of Pokemon? What was your favorite Pokemon from the series? I think that a lot of the time the way Pokemon are presented and whatnot, and how cool they look and whatnot, are a lot of factors. Sometimes it's like how cute a Pokemon is sometimes to some people. But to me, it's just like how mostly like cool their sort of build up to is. Like, how does this Pokemon just come out? Oh, it just comes out of the Pokeball like every other Pokemon. It's almost like this Pokemon was too hot to go into the Pokeball, so they never basically put it into the Pokeball. So that was a really cool way to sort of go, well, wait a minute, why are we bringing this thing out of a Pokeball? It's meant to be, able to melt things and whatnot. It's meant to be literally a lava Pokemon or whatever, So they sort of thought outside the box. I really like that, thinking outside the box. And I wish it was done a little bit more here and there. Nothing's ever really done like that anymore. And it's just sort of a little bit sad to see that, no Pokemon is made to be, so special anymore. Sometimes these experimental, sort of openings or entrances or whatnot didn't come off as well. Some of them came off all right, but some of them didn't come off all right, and things like that. But anyway, I think a lot of those sorts of little factors are what make Pokemon, people's favorite. Either that or, just sort of like fond memories of like playing with them, or sort of seeing how sort of expressive they are. Piplup was one of my favorite Pokemon in the anime a few years ago as well, just because of how expressive and sort of silly sort of it was to a degree, and just it, you know, it also was almost sometimes one of my most hated Pokemon, just because it was also a little bit like it's a bit too much sometimes. But you know, it was still also just like, poor Piplup, I've got to feel sorry for you, Piplup. Or kind of feel sorry for myself because I sometimes put myself into Piplup's shoes a bit too much. But you know, um, that's the way it was. But anyway, guys, like, again, as I said, tell me what you guys remember from the early series of Pokemon. What was your fondest memories from the series? What was your favorite Pokemon? You know, did you start playing the early video games? Yeah, and tell me what you want to see in more of these sorts of videos or whatnot. I want to do some amount of countdown, top 10 lists, top 5 lists, whatnot. So tell me what you guys want to see. Do you want to see strategy guides? Do you want to see other sorts of things? Do you want to see some gameplay? I want to start streaming some amount of gameplay at least. But how much of it and what sort of era of Pokemon do most people want to see? Do people want to see tutorials, that sort of thing? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, hope you have enjoyed and hope you have a great day and hope you will come back for more videos.